That was a joke. That was a joke. It wasn't meant to be yeah, if you know what I mean. We're not looking straight ahead because I'm not supposed to be filming the house opposite. They complained about it, so I've tried not to film them. No, well, I don't know how they found out, to be honest, but they did find out. I should have put my overcoat on. In fact, I think I told them I was filming on one occasion, and allegedly they got upset about it. But I don't know, they never actually said anything to me. It was somebody else who said it to me. Somebody came around and threatened me. Anyway, here goes. Gotta get some bananas first, that's the main reason for coming out.
Interesting little piece by Percy Granger called Youthful Rapture. Murray Welsh and the Bournemouth Sinfonietta conducted by Kenneth Montgomery. Well, that's taking Mr. Murray Welsh back a bit. I'm a bit shocked we played that. It's quite a strange piece, Murray, isn't it?
It is. It's a wonderfully mad.
Strangely scented.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yes. I mean, it's a long time since I played it, but when I walked into the studio just now, I heard it, I couldn't believe my ears.
Well, it was you, all right. At least you didn't say, who on earth was that cellist playing that? Well, Youthful Rapture is very appropriate because you are now, of course, in the distinguished position of being a judge among others and an emerging talent at the Pierre Fournier Award, which was set up in 1996.
No, it started before that.
Before that.
It was 1988. The first audition.
In memory of the great cellist Fournier, and so it's synonymous with excellence. It was People in These Islands, it's now gone international, and we are going to meet last year's winner in a moment of Anointed. So, how good is the rising talent of the cello world there?
Well, to be honest, this competition is on an incredibly high level now. You know, it's certainly in this country, it's absolutely at the top of the list. And now that we have gone international,
He was a long way on the wrong side of the road, then you see that.
International competition, and the level is phenomenal. Actually, the last auditions that we had, it was just amazing.
Well, we should say Mikhail Nemtsov is the winner this year. He's brought his cello with him. I'm delighted to say congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What did you have to do? How many hoops did you have to jump through to get to the top?
A lot of hoops, but we managed. It was a great result. We were very happy. It was very good.
Well, now you've come from Russia to this country. How long have you been studying? The Royal Northern.
Yes, well, first I came to study at Cheetham School.
Right.
It was in 2005. And then I moved to Royal Northern to do my bachelor with Hannah Roberts. And now I'm doing my master's there. So it's my 8th year in England.
It's a long gestation, isn't it? I said to somebody the other day, it's easier to be a doctor sometimes than be an outstanding musician. You're going to play for us. We'll meet your sister in a moment. Elena is poised at the piano, and you're going to play something that was a little wedding present, I think, for Eugene Isai, but is also available on cello. So which movement of the Franck Sonata are you going to play?
So we're going to play the first movement.
Okay. Your cello, Mikhail Nemtsov and Elena Nemtsova, and the piano, and the first movement of the cello sonata by César Franck.
us. Long time at what junction? You mean this one here? I just went to have a look inside the cable computer box up the road here. Ooh. No, I'm out of the car, I've been out shopping. Right, now.
Beautiful playing. Thank you very much indeed. Mikhail Nemtsov, Elena Nemtsova with the opening of the Franck Cello Sonata. Apparently it was first played, I think,
We'll go and have a look at the school, I think.
in the gallery.
See if we can drive on. We might be able to at this time of day, but we'll see.
And amid the darkness, and music alone held sway. Well, just time for a word or two about what you're going to play next, because it's Shostakovich. Is he someone close to your heart, Mikhail? It's a very boring question to ask somebody with Russian blood, but still.
Yes, it is very close to my heart because Shostakovich was.
Would you believe it's only 13 degrees at the moment?
And survived through the war, lived in very hard conditions.
That's not even 60 degrees
She was a veteran.
in Fahrenheit.
She survived from the
13, 1-3.
before it happened, but it reflects a lot of horrible things which happened in previous times.
Yeah, well, it's not that far away, unfortunately. It's certainly the folk memory. Elena, very good to have you as well. You're obviously a deeply musical family. It's lovely playing. So,
Thank you very much.
whereabouts are you in your career, Mr. Adams?
I just finished an art in college in Manchester last year, and I recently moved to Austria, Linz. I got a job there as a pianist.
Oh, what they're drilling for there.
It's an international world these days, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Manchester probably wasn't quite as cold as Moscow, so you'd be fine. Did you go back to Russia at all before having been there yet?
Not really, unfortunately for now, but we would really love to come back.
We played a lot before we moved to
We are in Middleton, Manchester,
you have to kind of reestablish it.
heading down a road called Kirkway.
I think you're on the right
There's a
track.
church at both ends of it.
It's wonderful to have you with us. Thank you very much. You're really first to move to the Chelsea Mountain, aren't you? Yeah, thank you very much. I'll let you make your way back to the position. And thank Murray Welsh as well. Gee, well, I can see you keeping an eye on it, but it's lovely playing. You weren't looking critical, you were looking pleasurably on their playing. Not your judge's hat on this time.
Well, it's a pleasure because, of course, I studied also in Moscow many years ago, and so it's nice also to be able to speak a little Russian together.
Music is international, fortunately for us.
Hello, driveway. Oh wait, oh, sorry about that. I did leave a message over there, though you may not have seen it. I just remembered I've forgotten to fill the screen washer. I think it's nearly empty. This old chapel on the left, it's in a sorry state. Half the roof's been burnt. Vandals. They've been supposed to be going to do something with it for years now. It's just getting worse and worse. You can see right through the roof now. Pub turning to Domino's Pizza, that's a weird change of use if there ever was one. There's so many food shops on this street, it's just not true. It's 90% food shops. This is Rochdale Road, as you'd expect, leading from Middleton towards Rochdale. Now, I don't know whether this security gate's on all the time or not. If it is, we won't be able to drive in. We'll have to turn around on the car park, but we'll see what goes on. without all the fencing up actually. Well, the gate is open, good, we are going to be able to get in. Eventually. You might let us go over. Great. Right, so normally this gate is locked and it's only available to people who've got passes. But since it's now the end of school day, we can drive in. They've got raised crossing points for the disabled. There's one in front of us, marked up as a road hump, which is what they are. They've still not cleared away all the builder stuff yet. Some of it's still there, as you can see. Because it would start raining just as we got here.
Thank you both very much indeed.
Oh, we got a new minibus.
That comes, I think, Mikhail Nemtsov, winner of the Pierre Fournier Award last year, playing at Wigmore Hall this Thursday in London with Elena Nemtsova, and very best of luck and Linz to you, playing Shostakovich. It's been a great pleasure. Thank you very much indeed. You're listening to In Tune here on BBC Radio 3. We have a new composer of the week.
I'll be exploring the legacy of the first black composer to make an impact on British ears, Samuel Coleridge Taylor, the Hiawatha Man. His setting of Longfellow's epic poem drew mass audiences on both sides of the Atlantic. In this country, people flocked in their thousands to the Royal Albert Hall for a season.
Well, this is a lot better than it used to be. Service area.
The BBC Proms became
a lot
an
better.
indispensable feature of the British summer. No other work except perhaps Messiah approached Hiawatha in popularity. But the young black composer who wrote this music with naive, unaffected simplicity and beauty, Samuel Coleridge Taylor, didn't live to see its phenomenal success. Samuel Coleridge Taylor, our Radio 3 Composer of the Week. Weekdays at 12 noon and 6:30.
We'll be joining you at 6:30 tonight, of course, as usual. 5 o'clock is the time now on Radio 3. The BBC News now with Juan Savage.
The head of the exam regulator for England, Ofqual, has said she acted properly in asking one exam board to alter the marks necessary for a grade C in GCSE English this summer. Glenys Stacey made the request to edXcel a fortnight before the results were published. She explained to MPs
That's very
on the
nice.
Commons
Is that bit
Committee
now?
today that edXcel's results were out of line with those from other boards. Labour and some teaching unions are calling for an inquiry into the way this summer's GCSEs were marked. The hospital at the centre of one of the biggest scandals in the history of the NHS is to undergo further scrutiny by the NHS watchdog. Independent experts have been called in to examine how services at the Mid Staffordshire Trust can be made viable. In March 2009, an inquiry found appalling standards of care at its hospitals. Americans have gathered to commemorate the anniversary of the terrorist attacks in New York, Washington and Pennsylvania 11 years ago today. President Obama said history will show America as a stronger nation, with people more united than before the attacks. The Shadow Chancellor, Ed Balls, has been heckled at the Trades Union Congress in Brighton. There were shouts of rubbish when he warned that a future Labour government would have to make difficult decisions on pay and pensions. Celebrations and tributes have followed Andy Murray's victory in the US Open final. He's the first British man to win a Grand Slam singles title in 76 years. David Cameron called the victory a huge achievement, while Scotland's First Minister, Alex Salmond, said Murray truly was a Scottish sporting legend. Benjamin Britten is to feature on a new 50-pence piece, minted to mark the 100th anniversary of his birth next year.
Oh, that's good.
Other festivities have been announced, including performances of all 14 of Britain's major operas. Peter Grimes will be staged on the beach that inspired it at Aldbrook in Suffolk. The events are being promoted as the widest ever celebration of the British composer. In the city, the 100 share index closed down a point at 5,702.
1 point.
The weather, it'll be a dry, clear and chilly evening in many places, with scattered showers turning more persistent in Scotland, Northern Ireland and the north of England. The BBC News and Weather at 3 minutes past 5.
Ron Savage, thank you very much indeed. Sean Murphy with you till we hear of our composer of the week's early trials, Samuel Coleridge Taylor, at 6:30. Our concert for this year's Edinburgh Festival at 7:30 comes from the European Union Youth Orchestra, which will be serving Gary and men's voices in the piano concerto at 39. We're live here in Tune, Nicholas Daniel and Charles Earl will play us out of Pass, and all the colour and rhythm of Brazil from Matthew Barley and Julian Joseph. One young cellist now, another distinguished young cellist has just come in. It's just been positioned life in the box, which Julian Joseph seated himself on the keyboard and placing very, very
get the impression the broadcast might not be very even at the moment, might be a bit choppy. I could be wrong, of course, but I get that impression. Wood Street. Right, it used to be open space. They've filled it in with houses now, which is a bit sad. I don't know whether the signal's going to stay on round here or not, we'll have to see. So I've never driven this area before, ever. I've lived in Middleton for quite a long time and I've never actually been round here before.
Thank you very much indeed, Matthew Barley and Julia Jesperwick. Obviously a little gentle melancholy, but a bit of passion in there. I think that was Boaké, is that right? Beatrice. We get more from Mr. Wiggins to Julie later. It's our sort of, innovative and jazzy musician.
CNS Road.
Lovely, thank you.
This should go all the way around the estate and come back onto the road we were on before.
The prize shortlist has been announced. Winner will be revealed on the 16th of October. Covered in QC, of course. So are you in good company in your reading habits? I wonder. The shortlist is 6. It's Garden of Evening Mists by Tanti Van Eng, Deborah Levy, Swimming Home, Alison Moore, The Lighthouse, Will Self's Umbrella, G. Taghill, Narcopolis, and Hilary Mantel's Bring Up the Bodies, a worthy successor really to the prize-winning Wolf Hall. We're in the murky world of Tudor England, and once you get into it, it's very hard to leave it. Ferment and change when no one is safe, not even the Catholic composer William Byrd, who I think lifted up his eyes and trusted to a higher power to sort him out.
Looks like they've taken down some housing up here. I didn't know they'd taken houses down over here at all, I didn't. But obviously they have. Pub there, by the looks of it. Complete lap round Langley that was.
Basically, it's a message in a bottle to somebody who might pick it up.
Round one side of Langley anyway.